Hey, there we go. Got that fixed. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be where you are. Welcome back to my live stream. My name is Jeff Fritz. Today is February 26th, 2019, and we're going to write a little bit of code today. Hey there. Who's in the chat room? I see Lannon's here. I love code with the C# bot hype and the sup. Hey, how's it going? Smab is here. Hello, hello. It's awfully late with the distracted squirrel, the surprised squirrel. Yeah, nice live share hat. That's a custom Jeff Fritz special. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Visual Studio. We're gonna talk a little bit about .NET Core. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Stream Deck today. A bunch of new follows over there. Thank you so much, everyone. And excuse me for 1 minute. Kids. All right. Hey, there's Carrie, an ancient coder. Hello, hello. All right, let's get some music playing here in the background, and I'm going to need my Stream Deck's rebooting, so we're going to get that playing over here on the side in my music app. Where the heck did my music folder go? You pin these folders so they stick around, and it went away on me. Today, I think I'm going to play Indigo. There we go. This is Indigo from Music to Code by from our friend, Mr. Carl Franklin. It's been scientifically designed. It's been engineered to get you in the flow, to get you focused on whatever task it is that you might have at hand, whether it's coding, homework, or like my daughter's downstairs doing the dishes. Check it out. Music to Code by. It's at mtcb.pwop.com. Or, of course, you can check out at musictoflowby.com. Super Balooza. I'm doing much better. We've got much better sleep last night. Thank you for asking. I've been able to work out a couple things, get some help, some tuning on some of that stuff, and we're in better shape. Nick's Mad Science is here. Hey Nick, how's it going? All right. So we've got some good news. We've been doing this work on the Stream Deck, and version 4.1 of the software was released. So let me bring that up, and let's share a little bit there. And you're right, we crossed 5,500 followers while we were away yesterday. 5,500 followers. We're at 5,507 right now, closing in on that magic 7,000 number. If we hit 7,000 followers before Microsoft Build 2017, that's actually May 1st is the line that I'm drawing. If we hit 7,000, we will dye the beard rainbow for the entirety of Microsoft Build. Possibly getting a job in the Boston area. Oh, good luck to you, Nick's Mad Science. All the best. Thank you, Carrie, for that very kind cheer. I'll make sure that we get that into some of our code that we're going to be reviewing today. Let me open up Notepad. And I can spell. There we go. All right. So, version 4.1 of the software is available if you have a Stream Deck at home. And of course, the Stream Deck's a device that looks kind of like what you see here on my screen over my shoulder. That shoulder. You can go into the little gear doodad up here. Doodad, that's a technical term. And there's a thing here that says check for updates. And you can download an update, and you'll see it there, software version. You can grab the latest one just by clicking check for updates. It'll go out, download it, put it down for you, and you'll be running with the latest version of the software. I'm waiting for that sentiment to pop up there, that sentiment counter. I don't see it yet. It's not loading. Let's see there. There's a smiley from Brave Cobra. That should pop it up. Come on! I don't see my sentiment popping. And now I feel bad. Because I don't know what you're thinking. Let's take a quick look-see. See what's going on with that pop. Yeah, you know, holy crow. Zoom in a little. Sentiment. That. Connected. Yeah. There is no pop. Now have an NVENC in it. Test? Very interesting. There it is. Took a second, but eventually it connected over here. Should see it pop up right there. Now they're going. There it goes. Robert Tables with the raid. Hello. Oh my goodness. Robert Tables, thank you so much, bringing in 25 viewers. Thanks so much for joining us. Everybody that was over there watching our good friend, Mr. Robert Tables. Make sure you don't write down his name. It might break your database. Thanks so much for joining us, and along with Daredevil Ops. I see what you did there. Thanks so much for the follow, and thanks for joining us, Raiders. My name is Jeff Fritz, and we're going to write a little bit of code today. We're talking about the Stream Deck. Here it is. This is the software that allows you to manage it. There was a new version that was released today of the management software. This is version 4.1. I've already clicked the big check for updates button over here and downloaded the latest version. You can see 4.1.09958 is the version that it sent to me. Great. So it's installed and running, but our tools, our SDK that we use with the Stream Deck need to be updated. There's new features for us to take a look at and start working with. Can I give you the GitHub link, please, for my toolkit? I'd be happy to. There is that King 440. So this is where we're at. No and then? I don't know.
And then?
Let me see here. This is, I think our music's just a smidge high.
And then?
Yeah, there we go. Code Warriors here. Hello, hello. Thanks so much for the ships and the bots out there in chat. Very cool to see. All right. So we've got some updates that we've got to now accommodate. We now have to provide support for that come with the Stream Deck in order to allow plugin developers to continue to use our toolkit to work with the Stream Deck. Fortunately, we've had access to the preview betas, and we've been looking at these. Our friend Carrie Payette there in the chat room, she's been doing some work along with Hugo, and they've been putting together some fixes, as well as extending our API a little bit to ensure that we stay up to date, so we stay in pace with what's happening with this 4.1 feature. Is my oil measurement IoT, is that private? No, that is not private. You can get access to that project. It's over here, Oil Tank Vision. You can find inside of my GitHub. It's actually on the wall here below. Quick story about the Oil Tank Vision. If you remember, the Oil Tank Vision was a little IoT project I wrote with a Raspberry Pi. We did this in December, January. That had a camera that was taking pictures of the gauge on my oil tank. The light burned out. So I have to put a new light in down there so that we can see it. Fixes, our code was perfect. Brady Gaster is here.
First, take a big step back.
Take a big step back, Brady. Big step. Len Grossman spoke, okay? Don't listen to Glenn. Listen to Len. There we go. Yeah, the light burned out. Well, it's on 24/7. You know? OBS Studio. So the other big news, if you're a streamer, the Open Broadcasting Software, OBS, version 23 was released earlier today. I've been using the release candidate here on stream. So I updated just before stream so that I'm running the RTM. This is OBS 23. You shouldn't see any difference. It's just amazing. Enjoyed the clip of my face from Sunday on Robert Table stream today. Okay. You would run into the wall. All right. Knock, knock if the light start to light up. What? Top of the day. Yeah, here we go. So, let's go back over to the toolkit. So our friends Carrie and a few other folks, Hugo, have been already looking at the 4.1 version, and they've been working in this B41 branch, Beta 41, Beta 4.1, right? Simple name for a branch, and applying changes to ensure that we have features to keep up with the 4.1 release. And there's even an update here from Hugo to support the SDK 4.1 inside of our template. A couple fixes in here. Add SDK and software properties to the manifest JSON, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. I want to show you the various things that were updated here. And this is going to get merged into 41. So, yeah, resources, file. Okay. Your plugin category. Yes, we need to start including that. Good. All right. Merge it. Make it happen. Put this into 41. Looks good. All right. So, I'm going to start here. And I wanted to show you the various changes that came in here. What do we got? Clips from the last 7 days. That one. Uh-oh. We're already making references to Fowler. Look at this. I need to get Fowler connected back with us again so we can try and get him back in stream. So there's a bunch of changes that are coming as part of this 4.1 release. If you've been using the plugin, the set settings method wasn't working properly. According to the folks that have been working on this, it's now fixed. And we can now call set settings from the property inspector. The property inspector, in case you don't know, is this little block of HTML that appears down here at the bottom. Right? This right here. This is actually an HTML page. You write it like normal web content, a little bit of JavaScript to communicate to a WebSocket, and you can populate these things, and as the values inside of some of these fields change, send them back to your plugin so they're persisted or it takes appropriate action inside the larger application. So we now have a set settings. We now have get settings is available inside the property inspector. And these are JSON packets you send in requesting or telling it to do something, and it sends back some information. Is that tip jar half full or half empty? It's half full. Yeah, I agree with Ancient Coder. Brave man.
I drink and I know things.
Brady, you should know that by now. I'm very brave. And I drink and I know things. And I'm waiting for Cinnabar to stop by because I know Cinnabar now has us on the notifications deal. Thank you, Frackberg. You know when you click the cheer button there and it pops up and it shows you all the little cheer things? I'm in the middle of taking that Super C# logo, the Save the Day Superman C#. This logo. And turning that into a cheer bit. So that you'll be able to literally throw C# and have it go in the cup. And we're going to do that with F#, and we're going to do that with VB also. Mr. Hunter wears that around the office now. Mr. Hunter. And if this stream is up on a screen inside of Building 18 at Microsoft Campus right now, hey friends, how you doing? It's me, it's your friend Jeff. Hi. Literally throw C#. Yes, Core Bob. Literally. We throw, the cup catches. It's a try-catch joke. There you go. What are you replacing with sub-cups? So the little mugs, the sub-indicators, I'm going to replace with hats. And I think that'll be a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting what we can do with it, besides just a little mug. So, all right. So get settings is now a thing. This was kind of an important thing. We didn't have a way from the property inspector to receive settings to indicate yes, this event fired. We received settings. We now have global settings available to us, so you can get and set global settings, and you can detect when global settings are retrieved. Property inspector did appear. This was something that Carrie actually fudged. She made her own event so that we could tell when the property inspector appeared. There's now a real event for this. Hats with super C#? Maybe. Property inspector did disappear, so now you know when the thing appears and disappears. And there's even now a real logger available. JavaScript plugin can now open a new window. That's not something we can interfere with. And you can now reload a JavaScript plugin or the property inspector using Command R in the Chrome Remote Debugger. That's good. That'll make debugging a little bit easier with how I struggled with that last time. Debug logs. I'm ready with that. Are now always enabled for plugins. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Improvements for terminating plugins. This is where we thought we saw a memory leak. It now handles closing .NET Core applications, command line applications better than it previously was. It's sending the appropriate signal. Device pixel ratio is now being transmitted. Settings are passed directly to the property inspector in the in-action info. This is something we struggled with as well, and you saw a little bit when I was building the unit test action. We had to go back, and after the property inspector appeared, we had to reach back up to the plugin to grab the settings. Oh, which project are you managing? And put it down inside of it. This was a pain in the neck. Well, now it just appears as part of it. That's good. This is a breaking change. This should have forced the SDK version to 5, because this is a breaking version. Plugins with the SDK version will only run in Stream Deck 4.1 and later. If you know anything about semantic versioning, when you make a change to a property or to a method such that it changes the behavior of the application, right? We call that a breaking change. This is a breaking change because in order for you to enable and make sure that your application works in the new version of the Stream Deck, you have to have this little bit of signature inside of your manifest. So we have to add that in. Hey, look who's here, Amora Landra. Good afternoon. It's afternoon out there in the West Coast, isn't it? Yeah, afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us. Love the little dog emote. Nice. Afternoon works. All right, we'll make that work. And they have also changed. See, here's another place where they broke the API. They changed Connect Socket, the method that they're calling when your property inspector registers, to Connect Elgato Stream Deck Socket. I appreciate the clarity in that. However, this is a minor version change. And it will not call Connect Socket. It'll only call Connect Elgato Stream Deck Socket. So this API change changes the behavior, and if you have an existing application that you're trying to upgrade, it's not going to work. This is another breaking change. Isn't the SDK version on version 2 now? So the SDK version is version 2. I guess you could split hairs and say the SDK version has been updated. Yeah. Okay. Improvements on how plugins are terminated. So they did more work on that in the beta 3. Set the working directory of a compiled. Remember, we saw this, where when we ran our plugin, it ran from the folder where we executed the Stream Deck from, which would ended up being from wherever Visual Studio was running. So now it should set the working directory of the compiled plugin to the compiled plugins folder. That's good. Improve log when the context is used instead of this. And then in beta 4, there's a couple of other fixes that happen here. Windows open from a plugin now have a default size. You can control that default size inside of Manifest. So, good things. Very good things that were updated. Oh, thank you, Chris Jones, for the link to semantic versioning. Check that out, semver.org. Particularly if you work with packaging, right? If you're packaging things, whether it's NPM or NuGet, Pear, wherever it is, pip, right? Whatever package manager you might be working with, the way that those version numbers changes, 1.2.3, when those version number changes, as a developer, you need to understand why they change so you can make that educated decision about, do I accept this? Now, there's some folks that are going to be aggressive and say, always take everything, always take the latest version. However, for stability, it may make sense not to take the latest version and to stay on a latest patch or maybe a latest minor version. Those are decisions that you have to make, and the only way that you can make that educated decision is if you understand why those versions change. So make sure you check that out, semver.org. It's a really good idea to understand why those version number changes, and if you're building a package, make sure you change those numbers appropriately so you communicate the correct thing to those folks that are using your product. So thanks very much, Chris Jones. That was a great point to share that. It is important. Read it, know it, live it, and don't break it unless you rev your major version. Don't break it, because I'll be screaming like that if you do. All right?
It can be done exactly how I want it.
Yeah, with Semver.
The only question is, are you the man to do it?
Darn Skippy, I'm the man to do it. Semver. Use it. Just ship it, right, Robert Tables? Absolutely. Marked Connect socket as deprecated and left it until V5 if they were dead set on the rename. Codeman Codes, I think that's a good idea. Yeah. I need a Wilhelm scream. You know, that might not be... Oh, no, I've got one of those too. All right, so these are the changes that our friends, our fellow pair programmers, were looking at and working through, and they put together inside that B41 branch. I'm going to create a new pull request here, and let's release those updates for the beta 4.1. So I'm going to compare not dev, but beta 41. And it will not let me automatically merge because there's a couple things here that need to be handled. Look at this. 2,200 additions, 1,120 deletions. And I'm told it all works. Plus 10 for the Wilhelm screen. Plus 10 charisma. Thank you. Thank you very much. I need a James Bond. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's what I need. Is it over here? Yeah. That Wilhelm scream.
60% of the time, it works every time.
It does. There's a lot of files here that changed. I wish it would tell me what the conflicts were. But it's not going to. I'm going to create that pull request. Release of Stream Deck 4.1. Create the pull request. And then we'll figure out what the problem is. And we'll feel shame. No! Oh no. Works on your machine. All right. You ready?
Do it!
Let's start merging some files. Oh, and it won't even let me resolve here. Ooh, look at that. They're too complex to resolve in the web editor. Oh, yeah. Things developers shouldn't say anymore. Hey, Cyralash. Good evening? Hello. If it works on Carrie's machine, ship it. I can't.
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
I'm going to need to check all this stuff out locally, merge it, and do the thing. And it's not going to be pretty. It's going to take a lot of work.
But what I do have
What I do have,
are a very particular set of skills.
very particular.
Skills I've acquired over a very long career.
Extremely long career. I'm old, damn it. All right. This is Stream Deck Toolkit. All right. I'm going to pull in the dev version because this is wired up directly to that. Oh, thanks. Dash V. There we go. This is wired up directly to the project, so I can do the merges here without having to push back and forth with the whole upstream thing. Take theirs and be done with it. Ouch. Ooh. Now, how can I just take that? My shell makes you sad?
You're about to get a serious beatdown.
Mr. Gaster. All right. You're only supposed to ship 10 minutes before closing on a Friday. No, don't do that. Well, that was a shame.
Never ship at 5 p.m. on Friday. That was too quiet. Never ship at 5 p.m. on Friday.
Is that better? I think that worked better. Update Windows. No, update Windows at 7 a.m. on Tuesday is what you should do. Who gave him an auto-tuner?
Oh no, I have an auto-tuner.
Is that better? All right. All checks have failed. Why are you even telling me this if you can't merge? Punk. Like, updates to support this, right? If we take a look at that last compile out here. So we have Azure DevOps compiling and testing everything. The test of our template is telling me it can't even build those. So we got a lot of work here to get this thing merged. Because even if I do accept everything, it's still breaking on this one, and I don't like it when my build breaks. Choices, choices, choices. Yes, that's right. What it's yes, that's right, Brady. I have an auto tuner. I've got all kinds of fun stuff here that I can do to tune my voice, and it's fun. All right. So let's get this on the command line. Oh, boy. I don't want to just merge dev, do I? If I didn't accept changes on this, right? Ta-ta-ta. All right, so there it is. If I did git merge dev. Oh, yeah, look at it all. That feels real good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, dear God. Boferial, thanks so much for the follow. You're right. I didn't think of it that way. Fun is...
It's illegal in 9 countries.
Unfortunately. Hey, Denerd100. I can tune my voice without any tuner, says Janescu. Yeah. Oh, we're about to get into this. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code to do my merging here because I like the way that it presents merging code. Okay. Thank you for the host. Did everything finish loading here? Nope. No source control providers registered. Sorry. There is no source control for this project. I should have the guy who created GitLens on the show. Maybe. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, no. Why did F# open? This isn't an F# project. Of course it didn't work. That makes me sad. All right, so these two are deleted. Property inspector, event payload, event extensions. Okay, they're dead. All right, that's fine. So, yeah, delete file. Delete file. Right? That's what Carrie was saying. Okay. Moving on. It's quite useful. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, no! Wait. I've got a good one for that. Hang on.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Is that better? No, not Mo. Yuck. All right, where should I start? Let's start with the command file because I know it can't be that bad. It's worse. It's a byte order mark. Are you kidding? Who put byte order marks in my files? They're the same. Please don't tell me that's what it is everywhere. So here's the sample plugin CS Proj, and the change down here is adding a couple images and the preserve newest on sample plugin CMD. I'm accepting both. Right, plugin, yeah, these are the images folder. No, wait, plugin icon, action icon, default image. This one is, oh man. Well, it's because of the I squashed and merged. All right, we're gonna have some fun with this one. I'm accepting both changes, but I gotta shift some things around here. Sample plugin should be preserve newest. Action default image at 2. Where's the split? Oh man, this is a mess. Images. There's action icon, action default images. These are all already in here. So I'm yanking them. Moving on. All right, eeny, meeny, miny. Hey, you. We've got a new section. All right, so this is content. That's fine. Now we've got a new item group here for the property inspector files, which I thought we had previously added. Oh, yeah, these are in the... Okay, they're good. So I am going to accept the current change. Okay. Save that. Queue it up. What merge conflicts? Oh, way down here. You didn't have a build in here? You think those images are listed above? Where? No. But the post build event is up top, not down here. So I am accepting the incoming. All right, because there's the post build right there. Saving that one, queuing it up. Moving on. Oh, man. Let's look at the action UUID attribute. Okay. Wow. This is... Oh, boy. This is the exact same thing. Why? Ugh. I'm accepting the incoming change. That felt like an unnecessary change. That was on the last file. And now for this instant replay.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh no. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh no. Eeny,
Somebody
meeny,
tweet that.
Miny.
Thank you. Who clipped that? Auth Zero Bobby, thanks so much. That's great. Yeah, that sentiment score certainly is pointing out what a bad time it is. Thank you, Syra Lash, for the for the laughing emote. All right, moving along. What else do we got here? Let's take a look. I'll choose you, Pikachu. Stub action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna accept the def change on this one. That's the incoming. And we'll queue it up. And before I commit anything, I'm going to run all those unit tests to make sure it compiles here. I still find it weird when clips show up in my Twitter before you post them. Sorry. We're good like that. What is going on over there in the Twitters? I appreciate the retweets there. Yeah. Cool. All right. Okay. Hey, Moz, good to see you. I love the gritty emote. Love the gritty emote. I figure if I say I love the gritty emote more and more, I can make that sentiment analysis score go up, but it's not happening. Connection manager _ unit tests. What do we got? Oh, dear Lord. Should I just throw caution to the wind and accept the def change? Accept the incoming change? And isn't there a way to put these side by side? No. I don't want to start that. I want to compare the changes. Are you kidding? Yeah, that's right. I do want the yellow. Well, which one's the yellow one? I want the yellow one. I like the yellow one. Give me the yellow one. How do I say I want the... Give me this one. Accept. I want to accept. I want this one. Give me that one. I can't do anything with this. Now I feel bad. Yes, fine. Remove these two. That's fine. When getting an action instance... Actually, no, I want these two. No, include these. There's no way for me to include this. Oh my gosh, Moz! Hello! Wait a sec. We gotta celebrate this one. Stop the press. Hang on. Wait. Whoa. Moz is joining Microsoft. That is so awesome. Congratulations to you. Can you share what department, where you're going to be headed to? That is terrific. Yeah. I need... Absolutely. We need some hype for Moz and some congrats. I'm trying to find something appropriate. All I have is things that insult me.
Totes my goats.
No, that's not going to work. That's kind of consulting. All right, that's terrific. Congratulations. There we go. All the best to you in the new gig.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna head back over to the code. And then you get to deal with things like this.
One of them. C-sharp bots.
Thank you, Robert Tables. Robertables. There we go. This is a little bit of a mess here. Right? And this is... like, I need to take a little bit of both. However, when I'm looking at the comparison, it's just a wall. Lurk mode disengaged. Yeah, right. He's a consultant, not a blue badge, so no chip implant. Who? Don't assume someone's gender there, off zero, Bobby. All right. This isn't going to be pretty. RobertTables.cars is $2K a year. Oh, man. Gonna have to break the glass to buy that one.
Do it live!
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So, wait. If I click compare changes, I can kind of see where it's actually different. Kind of. I don't want to accept both because it's just going to be... Oh, man. I don't want to accept both, but I kind of need to. I can't just blindly accept the incoming change. I think I need to just start hacking and slashing at this. Like slasher movie style. And now let the compiler tell me, oh, you've named the same thing twice here. And now I've completely lost my place. Rats. All right, so all the way up on line 10 inside. Should register when... In, should register when... Yeah. The change here is... Yeah, let's get rid of that space. I get what was attempted to be done there, but let's get rid of that. All right, moving on. Back over here. Act should be calling start async... token source token. All right. Moving on. What is this? Should throw argument. These are commented out. Should throw these. All right. They're commented out. They're gone. Okay. Should throw argument exception. Come on. Where's the next one? Should not throw any exceptions. Rip off the Band-Aid. No, it's worse. Yeah, merge conflicts are awful. Should not throw any exceptions when registering multiple unique actions. And this is commented out. But it's okay. It is okay. Why can't I can't highlight? I can't highlight? All right.
You're about to get a serious beatdown.
You are. This should be included. This should definitely be a thing. That's okay. Is it anywhere else? Now there's two of them. Fine, I'm removing the second one. It's re-implemented. Mm-hmm. It really hurts. Okay, what's next? Okay, that's all that one method. Should have connection manager assigned when getting action, and I can't select this. When getting an action instance. Okay, so those are still in. All right, I think I've got it. I'm going to add that. Just to get it cleared out here as something that I've finished addressing. And then we'll figure out when we recompile if it worked. Dear God. Byte order mark! You must die. Who's putting byte order marks into my files? I tell you. And it's every line of code is being gutted. I thought this was being removed. Keep. Okay. Stream Deck Avant payload extensions. I'm going to keep just the dev. And we'll see if that breaks anything. Duplicate action registration exception. You serious? Are you serious? Not split editor. Where was the compare button? That's not. No. 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 That. Ugh. And there are no changes. You son of a gun. Somebody should be made to pay for that one. All right, connection manager. Oh, dear Lord. But do you unit test the unit tests? We're going to. Should it be on the pull requester who's responsible for ensuring their PRs can merge? They did merge into the BR, into the main branch, but then merging into dev. Right now, we're walking it up. Okay, so this is duplicated. Key down, key up, will appear, will disappear, title parameter did change, device did connect, device did disconnect, application did launch, application did terminate. I'm taking the dev version of this. Okay, oh dear Lord. I'm taking the dev version of this. Where does it have conflicts? I don't see any conflicts, you punk. It's because I didn't save the file. No, I'm PRing against dev. Oh, dear Lord. This is connection manager. All right. I'm going to start at the bottom because they look less complicated. Oh, well. Oh, forget it. You're kidding. Okay, so initialize. Okay. Oh man. Messages.info. What is... Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't want to flat take the dev version of these. Because I know there were changes that were made. But I think that's going to be the only way to go. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Set title async. And then in the middle of set title is getting image. That doesn't make sense at all. No. This merge is really bad. This one I've got to accept dev. Set image async, and it doesn't have any of the content to go with it. Yeah, I've got to accept dev on this one. Oh, man. Have a good one. Get Kraken feels like it would be great for this. You were saying. This is rough. This is really rough. Switch profile async. Yeah, thanks. Switch to profile async. Yeah, I need the dev version of this. Looking down here. Open URL async. That looks complete. And the dev version is... Now see, I need the head version of this so I get settings and get global settings. But this doesn't match up with anything. Oh, man. Git, you're killing me here, friend. Because that's going to break. It's not going to work. Right? That doesn't match up, and neither does that match up. This one I want the incoming to dev change so it closes. That's the end of the class. I thought these were up higher, but I guess not. Why are they private bool disposed value? These are identical. All right, we've still got a lot of work to do. Kanik, or so that after watching I'm a junior dev, yeah. VS Code does have side-by-side. Right, if I go up here, I can click compare changes. But I'm completely out of context of what's going on here. Right, this is in the middle of the run loop, and it's added. It's what concerns me is this public partial class connection manager iDisposable is exactly the same right here. Why is that being pulled out as a difference by Git? I'm confused. If I go over to Git Kraken, I know folks are saying, use Git Kraken. All right, well, let's use Git Kraken. This isn't where I want to be. So here's the conflicted files. I'm looking at Connection Manager. Here's where it's suggesting the merge. No. We might be all right. I realize it's hiding all that behind me. Yeah, well, let me... Right, looking down here at what it's suggesting, right, that's not... Yeah, go away. Yeah, see, we're... munged up and lost at this point. Right? This task manager scheduler unobserved task exception is getting the log error down here, but it's also merging it in there as well. Is that comparing the same branch? No, it's comparing a merge. Time for dinner. All right, take care. Yeah, this is wrong. All right. All right. Let's start hacking and slashing. This is really ugly. Now, it's in the middle of the initialize method here, and it yeah. That's not what I wanted to do. Right, because these things don't exist. So it's already merging incorrectly. This private connection manager dev, that's wrong. That shouldn't be there. Yeah. Git didn't merge this correctly at all. I want to revert. Because it's really wrong. Git got really messed up here. And this is so significantly off. And it's the cornerstone piece of software for this toolkit. It's got more than 600 lines of code in it, and it's really broken right now. I am going to come back to that. Let's look at default plugin action.
You can do it!
I'd like to look at default plugin action.
Make it so.
Open, please. "600 lines of code is contributed." Yes. We should call this segment the PR that broke Git. We should call this segment the PR that broke Jeff. That looks fine. What conflicts? Am I missing something, chat room? Where's the conflicts? I'm going to tell Visual Studio Code to reload. Where's the... Something's not right. I don't know where default plugin action came from either. It looks like it's for the template. It's not opening the conflict. That's program. I'm sorry. You've gotten in my way too many times. Default plugin action. No Git diff tool is... You're kidding. Oh. More byte order marks. And it's identical. Thank you for the follow. It's identical.
Show love 100. Let's show Sharp Fritz some love.
Thank you.
Show love 100.
It's literally the... No, there's line spaces that have been added. Don't do this, please. Don't put extra spaces in a file unnecessarily when... There was no reason to change this file. Somebody changed this so they could make it look pretty. Don't do that. Let's look at the JavaScript. Again, somebody added spaces. Don't do that. All you've done is create a headache. I appreciate you're trying to make it look nice. You're trying to make it readable. Don't do that. Somebody came through and reformatted and added spaces somewhere. So here's WebSocket on message. Did receive settings event. I want the current change because this handles the new event. Set settings and send event to plugin. Send event to plugin. We should have.
Singing in my metal voice, let the conflicts hit the floor.
Thank you. Who was that? It was Off Zero Bobby. And then, who was that last one? The Michael Jolly. Thank you. Thank you very much for those kind bits. I very much appreciate it, and I know you can see how frustrated I am. And I know you can appreciate how frustrated I am.
Does this tabs versus spaces issue spark joy?
This isn't tabs versus spaces. This is... This is somebody who did a little bit of reformatting. I think I need... No. Do I need both of these? No. I just need the... Oh, jeez. I need the dev version. So I have send event to plugin. I think that's what I wanted. I think that's what I wanted. There's a good chance none of this is going to work. There's a real good chance. There is an editor config in the solution. GitHub, Azure DevOps, nothing enforces and says you're violating that. We're doing a pull request to publish our changes that will allow the toolkit to work with the new version of the Stream Deck software. Let's look at the property inspector HTML. Okay, so we've renamed it from counter value to starting number. Well, which one is it? Text counter value. It's neither. It's not even that. It's... Okay, that's right. Okay. Well, the ID for that doesn't really matter, does it? Set settings versus send value to plugin. I want set settings. That's the new thing that we have. Oh, you merged it? What do we got? I'm going to take your word on this, and I am just going to grab it and overwrite what's in Connection Manager. And we'll test it and see if it actually works. But this one, I want to be calling set settings because that's the new thing that we have. But set settings... Yeah, is the event that... no, wait a sec. No. Why is that tearing up my thing here? No, I merged this wrong. I merged this really wrong. Because set settings isn't a thing in here. Oh, man. I just deleted set settings, and I can't go back. On stage changes... But wait. Okay, hang on. We changed JavaScript programming models halfway through this file. Things were functions. And listeners with an anonymous function. And now we have a constant. That's where I got confused. Yeah. All right, here's what I'm going to do then. You're kidding. You're not going to let me type in there? You're not going to let me type in there. That's what I want at the end. What the heck was that? All right. Here's the thing. Where does that one? That wires up to that on message. Where does that wire up to? That's the end of that on message. And all of our tabbing is messed up here, so it's hard for me to see. Okay. And then this is that. So this is the end of this one. Okay, good. All right, so this... So... Why was it decided to change and use this syntax when we used function syntax up here? I don't like changing the syntax, the approach, the format that we're using. This may be considered proper. But we've changed coding style, which makes it impossible to merge. There is no value added in that syntax versus this syntax. But let's stay constant on one syntax. Yeah. All right. Base Stream Deck action. And we got another byte order mark. I don't know where they're coming from, considering Git's supposed to be dropping it. All right, looking up top here. Base Stream Deck action. Public action abstract class. Base Stream Deck action. Okay. So this is... Okay. All right, I feel you. I want the dev version on this so that we get the obsoleted class. Now we're inside of here. Action UUID is trying to pull off this. Yeah. Syntactic salt. Yes, that's a... Whew. Plugin does go away, however... obsoleting it is the right way to go in order to make it backwards compatible, to not break things immediately. Although, yeah, I'm going to leave that. Logger, on key down, key up, blah, 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 and it's the exact same thing down here. Actually, yeah, I want the dev version of this. Now, property inspector event payload, it doesn't know where that's coming from. Oh yeah, we're going to have some pain. Property inspector HTML, this is the one that we were looking at now. Now we have set settings, and it should be using set settings, so I want the current change. All right. Add that. Default plugin action. And this doesn't want to open. It's not showing any changes. Open file on remote. No. Property inspector payloads go away. Where? What was the last file we were just looking at? Default plugin action. Delete this? How do I delete it? Well, let me delete it. Porsage. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the follow. It's interesting that GitHub says the master is 3 commits ahead and 18 commits behind. Yeah. Yeah, we're in a really bad place. So it won't let me delete it. No. There is... All right. Right, I just deleted that. Not remote. No. Content. I did get the CPAP. It helped a little bit last night, but I don't have a good seal on the mask. I need to work through that. Why won't it let me delete this file? Yeah, I know I have unmerged files. Where are they then? It's not there. Let's see what we get. I have a feeling this is going to be very bad. All right. Nope. All right. Let's go to the other folder. Oh yeah, everything's broken. That file got deleted. What? Yes, so I needed to add it. Stream Deck Toolkit. Source. Let me look at that solution. Rebuild all failed. Okay. Going to show me why? I'd like to know why. Property Inspector Event Payload. So this is inside of base Stream Deck action. Okay. On Property Inspector did appear and disappear. Okay, these are the 4 that we should have. So we merged that wrong. Where am I? Connection Manager Events. And this is Property Inspector Event Payload. Okay, so we pulled the wrong version here also. All right. Let's see if that works. It's still a process thing. Yep. This is very much. I am on B41, yes. I'm just trying to get it to work. Yeah, this Action Manager doesn't exist. So now I'm in Connection Manager proper, and I've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Action Manager we just introduced in the latest version. Okay. Private connection manager. This doesn't have a reference to the action manager. Property inspector events can go away. Where do you see that? This? All right. Now I've got some really ugly formatting. I still have one more red down here. Send to property inspector. Isn't that a thing? Right? Don't we have send to property inspector async? There it is. New send to property inspector args. So that isn't anywhere there. That's gone? Why is that gone? How do we send things to the property inspector? That's going to be a problem. Because now we've really nuked our API. So where does Action Manager live? And I thought we merged this so that there was no... It's not in our private fields up top here. So where's it at? Okay. Oh man, this isn't gonna work. Hey, Clark IO, good to see you. Hey, Little Hazel. So the smiley frown, that is the sentiment of the most recent chat messages that the bot has seen. It may be 1, 2, 5. It periodically grabs it and gets sentiment from it. The number is this sentiment for the last minute. Right. And then the arrow is... no, I'm sorry. The number is the sentiment over the last 5 minutes. That arrow is the trend of the last minute compared to the last 5 minutes. There were way too many things that changed at the same time. Because register action type, get instance of action, register all actions. All right, we'll pull this. Okay, does that build now? Okay, that builds. Does the sample plugin build? Nope. All right, so this closes that, that closes that, that closes that. We're missing one more. Does the sample build? Nope. All right, so here's where we're going to start to run into issues. Because we've handled Take care, Chris Jones. Yeah, I know it's late out there in the UK and in Europe. All right, so this is inside of my sample action. So how did the beta do my sample action? And let's figure out what we need to merge. Right, it changed. All right. There's okay, I'm gonna yeah, where's settings model coming from? Settings model isn't in this class. Where does that come from? There is no settings model object here. Where does that come from? Models? That's not the same name. Where's settings model coming from? Base Stream Deck action with settings model. Where the heck is that from? What is this thing? Where did this come from? Why am I getting an echo? What is this? I don't understand why this was added. Very angry, yes. I'm trying to understand why this was added. Base Stream Deck action is it's got some of these implemented. If we wanted a default, okay, so beyond that, this is implementing that, and it doesn't see settings model. Wait a sec. Why do I have both my sample action and my sample plugin action? Is this a rename that it didn't do? It is. Okay. I see what we're trying to do there. I don't necessarily agree with it. Jay, these are things that we go through. It's frustrating. We've got to deal with it. And yeah, having weird merges are annoying and frustrating, and they anger people. Everybody goes through it. It's my turn. User preferences overridden by editor config. Okay, let's keep the error list out and let's see what's going on here. So our tests are really, really broken here. Connection manager should already defines a member with should register event when initialized with args. Thank you, Maz. I appreciate that cheer. Sequel, Mr. Magoo. Yes, we're adding value. How many was that on that one? 182. Thank you. So there's 2 of these because of that merge. Because it didn't see them and merge. Oh, dear Lord. This one should register when initialized. So let's find that. No, hang on. Find that. So this is on line 125. The next, you're kidding. There it is. Line 27. New stub proxy, inspect register, act, token source. It's the exact same thing. I'm yanking this one. Why did Git let that? Okay, look back at the error list. When registering multiple instances of the same action. Well, this is on line 71. And it's the exact same thing in both places. So I'm going to delete the second one. Well, I'm going to delete this one. All right. And that one. Nope, they're both the same place. You going to let me find the second one? No. Let's see if we can find the second one. There it is, 104. All right. Action, connection manager, initialize, register, type stub action. They're the same. I'm going to yank this one. And I'm just randomly choosing one. I'm not particularly choosing one in particular. All right. What's this one? Yep, there's another one. Line 149. Connection manager, initialize, stub proxy, this get type assembly. Yep. All right, I still have a little bit of red in here. Let's try and build and see what happens. Stub action does not contain definition for get. Stub action does not contain a constructor that takes one argument. What does stub action contain? It's a base Stream Deck action, and it does not take any arguments. Because it has its own UUID, we don't need those. What do you mean there's no register action? Connection manager does too have a... Thanks. Go there. Oh, because it's in several classes. Register action type. All right. So let's go back to the test. This should be register action type. Type of. And it still doesn't like that. Why not? It wants the UUID. What? That feels wrong. Because the action type has the UUID in it. This action manager, register action type, action UUID. This feels stupid. Because actions now have... Where'd it go? Have an attribute that shows it. And they have a UUID field. So if I step through to that, right, I should be able to pull that UUID. I don't know. I'll add the text for it. Where'd it go? Okay. Where else? Where's my next red? Action, get logger. Actions I thought now had a logger associated with them. Logger. So we shouldn't have to say get logger, it's just there. So that clears that up. Action, not, it's just manager. I'm not sure where these gets came from. Right, this action, yeah, manager. Right, stub action has a, right, so here's my action. It's one of these. That's one of those. That has a manager. Oh, it's a protected internal. So does stub action in the test? I'll go away. Doesn't have a way to get the action manager back. In which case then I'm okay with saying get connection manager, but then we need to add that so that we have access to it. I think that's it. Let's see. The stub action had getters. Not sure where it got dropped. Must have been during my merge. And build succeeded. Are all my builds succeeding? Yes. All right, now let's see if the tests run. Test. Run. All tests. I'd love to see the window, please. All greens. Whoa. 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 I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Completed merge. Push that back in. Email privacy restrictions. Really? Are you kidding? Like, how the heck did this happen? Thank you, Alt Zero Bobby. How many is that? 340? Thank you very much. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull this out. Why are you... There should be a global config here. Get email config. What's that statement? It is... You're kidding. Oh. Too many git configs. Rebase-I isn't going to take it. Yeah, we are going to do some serious testing and stabilization. Yes, you're right. This is going to need to go head, tilde, head, tilde, to, holy crap. No. I didn't do anything. No. How do I change the email address that I used? About commit email addresses. Yeah, I want to reset it. Git commit. Will the amend do it? I spelled amend wrong. No. Oh, cute. Thank you, Gary, for the bits. Now, if we look at that, nope. Nope. Yeah. Amending the commit, I'm trying to reset the email addresses there. Git won't let me push with those email addresses. So I need to do a rebase. right? I need to do a rebase head tilde 2. But if I do that, I get the entire thing. And I don't get the merge one. Hey, Svava. I need a reset, not a rebase. Oh my gosh. All right, hang on. All right. So the old email is this. The new email is that. No. That. No. Doesn't work. That git command amend author won't work. Yeah, it's dreadful. Soon as you get outside. Right, that's supposed to pop off, but change commits is not a git command. When git prompts you to change the commit, use this. Oh, man. All right. Git log. I need to get 7 echo dog. You want me to do a git reset head tilde 2. That's not going to pop off those last 2. I've already tried doing this. All right, so if we try and add everything back in. Merged. Now it's got the appropriate. All right, thank you, Auth0 Bobby. Whoa. Okay, so now if I go back over here and I look at that pull request, this should say that it's merged. Nope. Yes, Kazman7. Blazor, we've tried on a couple previous streams. It's really, really cool. It's amazing. But that didn't work. It didn't merge. Well, wait a sec. Hang on. I merged. I'm into. Okay. Now I need to merge the changes and updates. So I need to check out dev and merge it back in. Those changes. Oh my god. We merged dev into 41. And then we went to push it back up to do the actual merge. And it won't merge. And it's the exact same files. What's the command to merge and say take theirs? It's a strategy. Okay. No. Closer. Yeah, those are default plugin action. Ugh. Yeah, the template's going to break. I'm going to add all of them just to get it running. Property inspector event payloads, those are gone. Yeah. The last one is templates, Stream Deck plugin, yep, content. No way in hell does this work. Yeah, that sentiment meter has been taking a hammering tonight. Yeah, I don't blame it. I completely understand why. This has been the roughest, nastiest merge and test to get it into dev. And we haven't released it yet. Wait till we have to push it to master. This one. Let's see what it does. At what point does it quit showing numbers and just say, screw it, why are you even here? Yeah, right? Because we're about to face, we've got one more nasty push coming. This might build all the way down into the test. Nope. Nope. All right. Back to the drawing board. Reload everything. Yes, this is how you learn. Absolutely. Check the test output pane for details. Are you kidding? No. You want to see it work? Man, me too, Rambling Geek. Me too. Okay. Mm-hmm. SJZ War, thank you so much for the follow. This one. Sample plugin, my sample action. That was deleted. That doesn't exist anymore. Let's see if we rebuild now and get it. Unexpected error. Looking kind of clean. 4 succeeded. All right. Test. Run the test. That response. Which response? Yeah. Maybe we do put the output from the sentiment meter there. Come on. Okay, that says all the tests ran. Good. Fixed broken build. Git push. Okay. Now, and I know I pushed directly into dev. I didn't create a pull request. I know. That was bad form. But we're just trying to get the thing working. Yeah. I don't want to remember it. It doesn't do justice to it, you're correct, but man, I don't want to remember it. Let me tell you. Drum roll. Yeah, we need a drum roll. My stream decks are closed right now. There, it's running. Whew. All right. When we get this thing running, this is going to be... I'm going to be really happy with the changes that Carrie put through here. But the collision of changes here, Git merges always bite me. And it's nothing on Carrie, it's nothing on Hugo and the folks that were working on those changes. It's the way the merge, and you saw that merge. It was brutal how bad Git didn't match things up. I apologize that I've been a little angry today, but Carrie's done an amazing job keeping up and building some of these great things here, and I want to thank her for tracking and following up on and building some really neat features into this. She really has. This is kind of what we expected. We've got to test the template. I trusted Git too much on those merges, and it really hurt us. Carrie did some great work here. Absolutely, off Zero
She'll
Bobby.
love 100, she'll love 100, she'll love 100. And
Absolutely.
does great work.
And I cannot thank her enough for the work she did. I'm annoyed with Git on these merges because it was awful on those merges. Maybe changing the Git merge strategy might be a good idea, President. Not sure. You're right. You're absolutely right. And maybe we need to also discuss, what things we change as we're doing releases, as we're doing pull requests, so that we keep changes to a minimum, just to make sure that we don't that we minimize merge conflicts. But some of these things here. Why is he looking for sample plugin? Okay, so this is part of the template update. Okay. All right, I think. Oh, gosh, don't feel terrible. This is me. It's always me. I'm the one on the keyboard. I'm the one driving. When a mistake happens, it's all always on me. I'm the one who's coding live in front of all the folks. So, let's see. Let's go up here. Gosh, Carrie, no, we've got to thank you for you did a lot of work here. I didn't give it the justice that it deserves in merging everything in here. This is on me. So let's take a look here. This is probably a merge issue. Plugin action CS. Plugin name action CS. The typer namespace name sample plugin. Yeah, you added some killer features.
Also at Sharp Fritz Show Love 100 it happens. We're not tuned into some kind of prepared stream.
Yeah, right. So let's look at plugin name action. It looks like I've got something I didn't quite connect the dots on there. Plugin name action. And it's saying online. Well, wait a sec. That's not right. It's not on sample plugin models. Right? Because that namespace doesn't exist. It doesn't know what sample plugin is. So we're good to remove that. Okay, the next one, hang on. Sorry, I'm flipping too fast here. Plugin name action on line 12, counter settings model could not be found. All right, so let's go back over to that. Line 12, counter settings model. Models, counter settings model, which is under dot models. Okay, so we probably need to change, right? Probably need to change this so it says models dot, and then it'll work. I think that's it. What do you think there, chat room? You've been a TFS guy just to show some struggles and some interesting features. Yeah. I'm not sure how to test the template. I kind of agree with you. Testing the template's rough. We need to find a better way to do this. So let's update that. Fixed bad names. Fixed sample names. Sample plugin namespace. There we go. There, all right. Git push. And then that should work. All right. So now we should get another build kicked off. with that push. It's already pushed up there. Look at that. If one of the other language, I'm fine, but not both lib and template. Yeah. So the red lines were because this is a template, and it doesn't have good C# in there. It's trying to parse it as C# Visual Studio Code is, and it doesn't understand that it's a template. So it's not. It's seeing the template markup and throwing errors, saying, "Oh, this isn't valid C#." So, the ASP.NET community, stand up. Hello. Hello, hello. It's not the same unless we smell the burning. That's rough. Quiltony. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. Thank you so much. All the folks over there from Quiltony stream. I don't have a raid defense. I need a raid defense. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that raid. Wow. 60-some folks coming over. How you doing there, Raiders? My name is Jeff Fritz. You know, you've seen me hanging out in Quiltony stream. We're writing a little bit of code today. Acrophobic Pixie.
Love 100.
Thank you so much for that kind cheer. Oh my gosh, I needed it. We've been working on some code together here on stream, putting together to make our Stream Deck do all kinds of neat things. And there was just a new release of code for the Stream Deck. They updated the version of the software that the Stream Deck runs on. And you can see that here. It's now software version 4.1. So just like you see when Windows Update happens and some of your other software updates, like your web browser, you need to update other things inside of your code that references it as a developer to keep up and make sure it continues working. We can rebuild it. We can make it better. Thank you for the follows, Rollcheck and Umbridge. I appreciate that. So we're applying a huge set of patches from our friends that have been keeping up with the beta, and we went and did some merges, and our software that helps us merge the code didn't quite match up the changes properly with our existing code, and things broke. So we're trying to recover from that and get a good update released, and that's what we're running into right now. And this looks... could not copy the file integration test plugin command because it was not found. Huh? That was a nice way to say it. Well, come on, I gotta do something to bring that sentiment score up. Woo! It was a rough past 2 hours or so. Okay, so now we're running into a little bit of an issue where this is saying integration test. Hang on. 2 hours of frustration. Yes. Oh, and wait till we do the release. We're gonna hit a little bit more of this, I think. It's looking for, what is it? Integration test plugin CMD. Oh. I know what that is. This. Plugin name CMD. It's supposed to rebuild this and move it along so that, and it's got the wrong name in here as well. All right. So we need to grab plugin name. Punch that into here, right there. That'll get us the name of the project. No, so what you're seeing as a VSTS folder, this is the location on our build system. So Raiders, what I'm showing here, this is something called continuous integration. every time that we make a change to our code and we save it, and we push it out to our shared, what's called source control location, and we use a service called GitHub that all of us can make changes to the software, save it so that we can all see it. Whenever there's a change that's made there by someone, this system, the continuous integration system, grabs the change and it compiles it. It tries to turn it into an application and tests if it works or not. And that's what's going on here. And it looks like it's trying to reach from a place that called VSTS. This isn't VSTS. It's actually, right, it's just a folder convention name on that server. So we're fine there. But what we're trying to do here is this, we have a template here called plugin name, and this plugin name that you see here that I'm mousing over, that gets replaced everywhere inside of our files. Now, when that's built, we need to actually tell, right? We need to tell the, it's not the manifest. Our template needs to know, oh, here's how to build this. It's not the resources. Shoot. I'm blanking that. So there's the template. There's the template config. That's it. So we need to tell it about that file and that it needs to be renamed from plugin named CMD to plugin something. There you go. Auth0 Bobby describes it nicely. So, primary outputs. Post actions. Yeah. Sources. So source name Stream Deck plugin. Where's that? No, I don't think that's right. Right, somewhere it's replacing plugin name action. Right there. There's plugin dash name. Default value my plugin replaces dollar plugin name. Plugin dash name. Right, I need to make sure it renames that command file, but it's not renaming it. Right, it's renaming that file. Right, it renames the project file, but it should also be renaming the action file, this file as well, as it comes out of the template. I don't see anything specific to renaming the action file. Right? Brady's probably not still here, is he? As a student, you use Travis and TeamCity. Those are good systems. Travis is great because it's open source. It's free for folks to use. TeamCity is limited, very graphical, has a big install footprint that folks can use. I'm using Azure DevOps. It's free for open source projects. Up to 10 concurrent builds you can run free. And it's easy to set up at dev.azure.com. Yeah, this isn't... Ugh. I don't think it's renaming this. I don't think it's renaming this properly at all here. Let's go over, look at the way that it was structured in the previous commit. Down. in here. So now I can look at the way this looked at that point in time. Default plugin action. So it wasn't renaming it. It was just called default plugin action. If we look at the template config, yeah, it's not here. Stream Deck plugin, right? That matches that. Hey, Umbridge. Do I have any interest in blockchain? Asks Sweet Vanea. No, not really. Blockchain as a technology is a lift off of event storage, which has been around for a very long time. All that blockchain does is put a signature at the end of each event. There's Blockchain Workbench. So, blockchain doesn't amuse or interest me. It's event storage with a signature, with an encrypted signature on the end, which some folks find very interesting. I think it's a technology that's been around for a while. Not to devalue it, not to say that it isn't important. I don't find it interesting. I find it something that there's a lot of hype around. There's a lot of folks that are saying, oh, look, this is so great. It's literally your check register in your checkbook with your signature at the end of each line that says, yes, this is what the previous value was. We know how to do that. What's interesting, though, is the distributed nature of it. That's interesting. Number of people that use the distributed nature of it, not many. We use GitHub and connect it to TeamCity or Travis. Yeah. Yep. So I'm looking at this and thinking, you know what? We're trying to be smart and rename that. We have to do it with the command, though. Ugh. I think it needs to be Stream Deck plugin, not plugin name. Plugin name is another parameter that's coming in. So that, okay. Right, there's plugin name. I gotta look at the template, right? .NET Core template. Custom templates. And there was also how to create a .NET new project template. Let's look at that one too. Source files and folders, template JSON. Okay, packing a template, installing a template, uninstalling, create a project using it. Okay, so here's the tutorial. You're kidding. What about file names? How do we do file names? There's nothing there about the file names. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? Why is... That's not what it is. To create a custom template... Wow, the documentation here is really light on how to do the how to do the replacements. No. How do you do the replacements? Okay, so if we look at the reference, I'm not enabling tab completion. Visit the .NET Template Samples repo for samples of templates. You're kidding, I've got a parameter from list multi-project console C# param with custom short name. Oh my gosh. This looks like fun. It would hurt my brain. It's hurting my brain. Okay. Replace. Okay. Symbols. Copyright name. Type parameter. Default value replaces. Okay. So what about file renaming? Right? Source name, prefer name, directory. No. myproject.con.csproj. You're kidding, right? Add, oh my gosh. Parameters are copyright and title. All right, copyright name, title. And they replace contents of what? There. Okay. Sometimes it seems like things get slightly over-engineered. I kind of agree. I don't see anything here on renaming. No, I don't want to do that. Restore on create, replace only if after. No. We're renaming the CS Proj. We're renaming the CS Proj and we're with Stream Deck plugin, but plugin name.
Feed the beast.
Thank you very much, Michael Jolly. But right, plugin name CMD and plugin name action, which are right here, is replacing $plugin name, which is inside here, right there. But it doesn't rename the file. How do we rename the file? What do you got for me there? Template with multiple renames on same file. Symbols, foo rename. Okay, file rename. And bar rename. Alright, so let me open this. Bar and foo.txt, foobar.txt. Hang on, let's put these side by side so we can see what it's doing. So, foo rename, it's going to... That's the symbol that it has. It's going to rename where it sees foo to whatever that is. Bar, it's going to rename wherever it sees bar to whatever that is. Okay. So that's just it. I was looking at the template, it doesn't have file rename in here. There is no file rename here for the symbols. Right? This is right for the project name. Wow, that's pretty good, the nerd.
Role model for the Twitch dev community, and I appreciate your bravery doing these things on stream. We love you, Jeff.
Thank you, Robert Tables. I appreciate that. So this is a parameter string description. Default value replaces, right? But do I also put file rename on that? I think I do. Can I do that? File rename plugin name. Will that do it? I think that's what we're missing. Time to write some documentation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I think that does it. Uh-huh. Plugin name CMD. I fixed that also so that it takes the name of the plugin. It shouldn't. Actually, hang on. No, it should take Stream Deck plugin CS Proj. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Let's look at the template. The template is taking in, right, that's the name of the project. I need that same thing. Is that being handled over here? Oh, yeah. Huh? Okay. If that's what it's replacing, then that should be the same thing in here for that. Which means it should also be the same thing for the name of the file. So that it matches the name of the project file. Right? What do we have? Right, so I added file rename to the parameter. Yes. All right, let's push that now. Fixed symbols in the template. Oh. Let's see if we get that. The lack of docs on this is bad, yeah. I kind of agree with you. Okay, so here's mine. Let's go up. Take a look at the next build. So the rest of the project should build properly. It's testing that test. Testing that template that we're locked in on here and we're kind of dealing with. Yeah, it is. That merge just killed us. The mismatch of things that had the same spacing was awful, and it confused me, it tricked me. Come on. DevOps is agile. People confuse what agile really means. And DevOps as a product name makes it really hard to search for. All right, come on. Here we go. Building the libraries. This should be good. This should be good. We're getting there. I'm feeling good about this. Okay. Running the tests. This should be quick. Those didn't change. There you go. 13 of 13 passed. Fantastic. Packaging. That ran properly last time. Good. Now the test on the template. I would love to get some verbose output on this so I could see exactly what the files look like that it wrote. Otherwise, just like that. I don't know what it actually generated. Let's take a look-see here. Current version targets error integration test plugin command because it was not found. Okay. So we're at the same thing where it didn't rename the file properly. Which I thought we just did. Stream Deck plugin CMD. Oh! Right? This is the difference between Stream Deck plugin and plugin name. Presumably the tests in templating should point to how to test the template. Oh dear Lord. It starts the template engine directly. That's rough. That's really rough. Git commit. Fix the reference to the CMD file. I think that'll do it. But yeah, look at that. That pushed. Come on, show me a new build. This feels like it's cheating because it's they're actually invoking the templating engine directly. We're not testing the template engine. We're testing a template that's installed in it. There it comes. I wish it didn't have to reinstall everything every time. We could just jump right through to it, you know? Come on. You can do it.
You can do it!
Come on. Build, DevOps, build. We've got this. And then I think we want to talk about what we learned while we roll out here. Once we get this thing working, I think this should do it, right? This should be it. There, it's building, right? And actually, friends who joined us from Quiltony's stream, I used this exact same process to build her bot that runs in her stream. So we wrote a bot that listens to chat and manages her stream currency in that channel. And folks who are regulars on my channel, yeah, I know I didn't show it here. It wasn't too much interest. It worked! The build worked. We got it to build this time. Merging in Git. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. The more you know. Okay. So, that built. Do I even tempt? MacDev needs some love. Yes, it does. Should we try creating the pull request to go to master? It's able to merge. Release to support Stream Deck 4.1. Since it's able to merge now, here, friends that aren't familiar with this, that haven't seen this, that might be new to seeing what's going on here. This is a merge. This is where we're taking all the changes that we've been working on for the Stream Deck 4.1 release. We've queued them up, and you can see all the code that we wrote. There you can see Carrie. You can see me, and you can see Hugo in here as well. There he is. We did all this work, and what the source control system is saying is it can properly push all those changes forward into what we call our release. And we want this to run locally first. Agreed. We want to see this actually deploy. And it's going to do a check, and it's actually going to run that test for us to make sure that it can be deployed. Now, it's telling me that because it built properly last time, we can send it. I do not want to squash and merge. I just want to create a merge. What do we have there? It worked. Here we go. Let's merge this then. And we'll have a release. So if I go back over here, we should see... So now it's going to run one more build, and it's going to strike the version 03479. I don't want to squash when going to master, because that's where folks are going to be pulling from. I squashed when I pushed into dev. That way, hopefully, each feature is just one merge. Otherwise, when you pull back from dev, if you've squashed, you've now got both the unsquashed and squashed merges. And that looks bad. And it feels bad. Now, I don't think we want build version 03479. If this does work, I'm going to immediately push another one and re-tag it. I'm going to up the version number to, I think we should go to 0.4. Because there are significant changes in here. If one person did everything in the branches, are we to keep them attributed to the work when you squash? I believe it does. Right? So, it's a very good question. So when you see here... Right, you see two of us listed. Down here a little bit further, you see two of us listed. So it will keep that information. Yeah, it keeps the contributors. I think we're going to be good with this one. There's the tests. I think we're doing good. Carrie, I'm feeling good about this one. I think we got it. Here's what I want you to do. Let's do this, right? I think we got... Yep, there it went. We got it. Here's what I want you to do. Chat room, help me out. Carrie did a ton of work on this. I'm going to throw a shout out. She's starting to work on streaming here. Click over to her channel, give her a follow. Let's get her over 50 followers here. So that next time she's streaming, she's got a bunch of folks that'll know that she's coming online. Head over there and drop her a follow. Let her know that we really support. We're thankful for the work that she's done here. This was a ton that she put in here, and we are very thankful that she took the time to build this. Yeah, absolutely. Big woot for Carrie. I'm going to up our version number here from 03 to 04. And I will fire one more into the breach. updating to version 0.4 on the master. And that'll go through and release and push everything out to the to NuGet. And now you've got a Philips Hue plugin. Yeah, check out. So Carrie's been working on a plugin for the Stream Deck, right? Let me make sure, just in case some of you haven't seen this, right? So you've seen what it looks like on screen. There's what the device actually looks like, and it's got these really cool buttons that you customize what the images are on there. And Carrie's written a plugin to control your Philips Hue. Those colorful light bulbs that you can set the dim level of, you can change the color. You can even set up a bunch of them and almost make, is Clark.io still here? You can almost make police mode with it, I guess, if you make it a multi-action and you put a couple of them back to back and have police mode, have it iterate red and blue. Yeah, Hugo helped out a lot here as well. Absolutely. Cop mode, that's what it's called. That's what Brian calls it. But you can set that up and get it
Totes my goats.
working from the Stream Deck and controlling your Philips Hue. And we started work on one for the Wemo. Here's the Wemo, right? And this is just a IoT device that turns on and off whatever's plugged into it. It's got a little Wi-Fi card in it. But it's doing the same thing. It'd be great to be able to turn it on and off from a button on the Stream Deck. So check it out. There we go. Test, and then this will deploy. Yeah, Carrie just started about a week or so ago. Oh my gosh. Carrie's got all the great gear. All set for it. Knows her stuff. And in fact, okay, little known fact, right?
Wait, let me explain something to you.
Carrie and I used to work together at Telerik. And, yeah, okay, let me come back to that. So we used to do a thing. Telerik used to be famous for having what we called Webinar Week. And there were 5 or 6, maybe even 7 different products at one point, and we were the developer evangelists. And each one of us had a day that we took an hour or two to do a live webinar to 800, 900 people that were watching over GoToMeeting, I think we were using. And so we've known how to do these things for a long, long time. And OBS is a lot of fun to hook up to business meetings. So when people dial in to, I've been doing it on Teams and presenting this type of interface to folks on Teams, right? Folks say, hey, can you give us a demo about ASP.NET Core? And I start up OBS and I output OBS over to Teams, make it appear as another camera, and they see this interface with me sitting in the corner. And I'm pointing at things as I do here, right? And highlighting things and doing some of the fun things that we do here on stream. And people in business meetings are like, that's crazy. That's insane. How do you do that? Let me show you real quick. And it looks like everything built properly here because
60% of the time, it works every time.
OBS Virtual, I haven't used OBS Virtual Cam. Lets you select OBS as your webcam. I haven't done that. Is that a thing? OBS Virtual Cam. No. Okay, that makes it look a heck of a lot easier to do. Oh, heck yes. I've been using OBS NDI. Really? I use NDI, yeah. So there's a plugin that comes with for OBS called OBS. Is it OBS NDI? There it is. So NDI is made by the same folks. NDI is the protocol that the NewTek folks make. NewTek makes the TriCaster. It's a switcher that folks use in real video shops. And you can use NDI protocol across the network or in memory on the same machine. So what I do, when you see me have a guest on with Skype, Skype has an NDI out facility in it now. It's a feature you can turn on. And I have OBS use this plugin to grab that NDI feed and I embed their video right here inside. So you can do the other thing going the other way around. From OBS, you can use this same plugin to publish to the NDI protocol. I grab that and use an NDI feature called Virtual Webcam. It's actually, I don't have it running here. There it is, Virtual Camera. When you run this, I'll kick it off here so you can see it. Right, there it is down here on my tray. I'll right-click, and there's settings. Well, I don't have any NDI sources. When I turn on NDI output from OBS, so I'll turn that on real quick.
Oh, yay. Fritz, thank you for all you share.
Oh, thank you, Kitty's Homestead. I very much appreciate that sub. And you know what? We're going to make a donation to Black Girls Code. At each quarter this year, we're making a donation to a different organization to help underserved folks who need help in the technology field. In this quarter, we're helping Black Girls Code, who help women of color, girls of color, learn how to write code and find a career in technology. Thanks so much for your support. So there you go. I right-clicked on the virtual camera. It says there's my machine name and OBS, and it'll pull that source in, and it'll appear as a webcam in my system for Teams, Skype, whatever, Zoom, and you can push that up. Ardalis and I are the organizers. Yes, for Star Trek. There you go. So, all right. Wow, we did a lot. We pushed out a release. We've got this. We need a donation goal, says Electric Havoc. If I were to take donations...
My son wants me to win the bit war.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Carrie. I don't think I've grabbed all of your bits today. Absolutely. I think we have 2 more shows to the end of the month and we get a reset. No, 1 more show on Thursday. I still have to book a Thursday guest. Like a goal thermometer. So a lot of folks have that. I'm trying not to make donations, collecting donations, something that is core to what I do here. But the subscriptions, the cheers, I want to make sure that we forward those appropriately. I don't want to charge you for doing anything here. I can certainly hook up with some sort of a charitable organization and have donations go directly to them. So, Michael Jolly.
Kapow, send your kid to bed.
Oh my goodness. What is that? 579. And Auth Zero, Bobby and I still need to set up and plan our stream. Taco Bandit, thank you for the follow. I think we're going to call it a night there. My gosh, we have gone through a ton. We have done so much here together today. And I'm thrilled that you've been here to join me. The nerd with 400 bits. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And of course, all the bits, all the cheers, everything that's in that cup, we're going to donate to Black Girls Code. Oh my gosh. Hey, let's throw a shout out there to Auth Zero Bobby. Who's going to be streaming some Vue.js tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific.
So patient. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Also, bit leader, get.
Oh, schmo. Robert Tables. Thank you so much for that very kind and generous cheer. Whoa, Nelly. I got some cheers I got to record here. Thank you very, very much. That is... Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Robert Tables. That is above and beyond. And, of course, we will donate to Black Girls Code. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. I need to record these cheers. I need to put them somewhere. Where have we been working? I'm going to put them in Connection Manager. Because this is where we've been. Oh, my gosh. There we go. I don't think that's right. Today's the 26th. I feel like I need to just copy that. Oh my gosh, Robert Tables. Whoa.
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Teal old man, we had a very rough stream. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that cheer. We had a rough stream, putting it lightly. 840 for Auth 0 Bobby. Oh my gosh. And the Michael Jolly with wow. Thank you very much, everyone. I want to make sure that I record all of these so that they follow. It was 100 from Acrophobic Pixie. I'm not sure she would want to pair program with us, but recording it all the same.
I ain't scared of you with Robert Tables.
Wow. Gosh, thank you so much. That was 3050 39. Wow. Thank you. That's the wrong person. That was on Michael Jolly. So that's going to go 62. I'm on the Visual Studio team. Yes. I would love to do that. I think that makes a lot of sense. After Acrophobic Pixie was Denerd with 400. And that. And 200 to Teal Old Man. All we need right now is Cinnabar to pop by. Thank you very, very much, everybody. And of course, yeah, look at that bling in the glass. It is all kinds of crazy in there. Thank you very, very much. I so much appreciate that. It has been a little bit of a stressful... It's been a little bit of a stressful evening. Adding today's cheers. Thank you so much. All right.
Did that happen?
What did you do, Robert Tables? Oh my gosh. Robert Tables. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for that very generous cheer. Oh my gosh. I really need to get our cheer motes running here in stream. Hang on, let's make sure we put a shout out there to Robert Tables. And some hype. Absolutely, Ancient Coder. Make sure you follow Robert Tables. He's just, within the last 2 months started streaming. He's already a Twitch affiliate, and he's a member of our Live Coders team. The big cheers look odd in the glass. Little bit. Thank you so much, and we will make a donation to Black Girls Code. EJ Smith, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Wow. Oh my gosh. I am floored. I've got to amend my commit now. I didn't add it. Oh, nuts. I'm not going to.
Just to help support the cause. Oh, it's getting real now.
Oh my god. Kitty's Homestead, thanks so much for that cheer. The Michael Jolly. Wow. I am floored by the generosity. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know what to say. That is so generous. Quadruple poggers. Yes, Black Girls Code. I hope you're ready when this pays. Yep. until the end of March is the collection, and then Twitch pays out 45 days later, so it'll be about May 15th. Electric Havoc. Oh my gosh. With 5... Wow. All right. Thank you very, very much. That is very generous, Electric Havoc. Yes. We will absolutely support Black Girls Code with this. So, end of March, we'll wrap up the subscriptions and cheers for Black Girls Code, and then it's 45 days later is when the payout comes. So it'll be about the middle of May that we'll do the donation to Black Girls Code, which, if I know my timing, yeah, we'll do that on stream from here. Yeah.
Who knew that Sharp Fritz struggles, snuggles, and riding the struggle bus with Git could be such a good fundraiser motivation?
It certainly would. Oh my gosh, that has been amazing. Wow. How many bits to keep Fritz up all night? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. T Old Man was 250. Was it 250 for T Old Man? And I don't think I have Carrie's number right either.
Now it's just a party.
Oh my gosh. Electric Havoc with another 100 down here. Yeah, wow. Oh my gosh. So the bits leaderboard will show me, it won't show me today. It won't show me the activity today. Nerd. Oh my gosh. I'll keep that updated. Thank you very much. Yes, we need a cheerleader board. And gosh, the GitHub ticker hasn't been going by the whole time.
But if you're going to change it, Jeff, here, let's make it an even 500.
Thank you, Teal Old Man, for that. That is very generous. And all of these we're going to donate to Black Girls Code. I mean, a loan. Thank you very, very much. My gosh, I am. You flatter me with your generosity, and I will pay that forward to our charitable organization. There's lots more information about Black Girls Code on the wall below us. I am more than happy to support them.
That's a great point to Teal Old Man.
Okay, we'll make that an even 5 there. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Why not have my bot record the bits, says Digital Tectonics. That's not a bad idea at all. That's not. I really like that idea. Maybe we'll work on that on Thursday or Friday, depending on what happens with our guest here. If I can get somebody. Wow. Okay. Can I push this now? All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for all the kind bits, for all the cheers. Look at it. Listen to all them. Listen to all the bits coming in. They're still coming. And then they blew up at the end. Yeah, the bits certainly make up for the rough stream. Oh my gosh. So we saw there was a release for the new version of the Stream Deck. Version 4.1 was released. We had a team that was working diligently, building all the great features there and making sure that it integrates nicely and works with our toolkit. And holy crow, look at all the bits come in. And we've got those applied. We finished our build. We ran all of our tests. It built properly, and we shipped out a new version out to NuGet for both our template and for our core library. It should work now for everybody who's using it going forward. They're going to have some bumps in the road to update and get it running with their existing plugins that they're working on. And I think that's okay at this point because we are still in a bit of a beta process. Hey, Matt, thanks for the follow. I'm going to take a quick peek here and see. I think I've got somebody that in mind for us to raid. Yeah, there she is. Here's what I want to do. I want to raid our friend. She's an amazing coder, but she's actually doing a little bit of sewing tonight. Let's raid Fierce Kittens. So, Fierce Kittens is all set up in her sewing room, where she's making. It looks like she's working on a purse tonight. Really neat stuff that she does creatively when she's not writing code, but she is one of the smartest coders that I know. So get your .NET bots lined up, get all of your and thens ready to go, and get ready to say hi to Fierce Kittens. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. This video will be available in a day or two over there on YouTube. All right? Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. I'll see you on Thursday. Take care.